Welcome to Talk Now. I'm Andrew, your host.
And I'm Sophia, your co-host.
Welcome to the podcast where we explore the topics that matter most to today's young generation. Whether it's life choices, career paths, relationships, or the challenges of growing up in the modern world, we're here to share valuable insights, engage in honest conversations, and offer advice to help you make informed decisions. Whether you're figuring out your own path or simply curious about how others are navigating similar challenges, you've come to the right place.
Exactly. Whether you're a student, a recent graduate, or someone navigating life's big questions, Talk Now is your go-to podcast for honest conversations and fresh perspectives.
That's right, Sophia. We're talking about following a dream job versus aiming for job security. It's a question that stirs up a lot of debate, and we've invited two fantastic guests to share their experiences.
So whether you're chasing dreams or leaning on stability, stay tuned for a lively and insightful discussion. Let's jump right in. Joining us today are two individuals who've chosen very different career paths. First, we have Emma, a freelance graphic designer who left her corporate job to pursue her passion. Welcome, Emma.
Hi, Sophia. It's great to be here. I'm excited to share my journey with everyone.
And on the other side, we have Daniel, a financial analyst who values the security and structure of a corporate job. Daniel, welcome to Talk Now.
Thanks, Andrew. I'm thrilled to join the conversation.
Emma, let's start with your story. What made you leave a steady job for freelancing?
It was a mix of frustration and passion. My corporate job felt suffocating. I wasn't creating anything I was proud of. One day, I thought, if I don't try now, I might regret it forever. That's when I decided to take the plunge.
That's brave. But stepping into freelancing must have been daunting. What were the challenges you faced?
Oh, where do I start? Financial instability was the biggest hurdle. I had to learn to market myself, negotiate rates, and handle rejections. I burned the midnight oil, but eventually, I built a client base. Learning to balance my time between creative work and administrative tasks was another challenge.
Did you ever feel like giving up during those tough moments?
Absolutely. There were times when I questioned my decision, especially when clients delayed payments, and I was scrambling to pay bills. But every time I saw my work come to life or received positive feedback from clients, it reaffirmed my choice.
That determination is inspiring. Daniel, your choice was quite the opposite. What drew you to the corporate world?
Stability was a key factor for me. I've always valued having a clear structure, a steady paycheck, benefits, and a predictable career path. Climbing the corporate ladder appealed to my desire for long-term security. Plus, I enjoy working in a team environment and having access to resources that might not be available otherwise.
And do you feel fulfilled in your corporate role?
For the most part, yes. I find satisfaction in achieving goals, meeting deadlines, and contributing to larger projects. It's rewarding to see how my efforts impact the company. That said, there are days when the routine can feel monotonous, but I try to stay engaged by taking on new challenges.
That makes sense. But do you ever feel like you've sacrificed personal passions for that stability?
Occasionally, yes. I admire people like Emma who chase their dreams, but I've found ways to keep my passions alive, like mentoring younger colleagues, traveling, and volunteering on weekends. For me, stability provides a foundation to explore other interests without constant worry.
That's a great point, Daniel. Passion isn't limited to your career. For me, it's about being able to call the shots in my work. For you, it's finding fulfillment in other ways. It's amazing how people can redefine success based on what matters most to them.
Emma, do you ever miss the predictability of a corporate job?
Absolutely. A stable paycheck is something I often think about, especially during slow months. But the freedom I've gained outweighs the uncertainties. It's all about trade-offs. I've also learned to budget more effectively and build a financial cushion for lean times.
Daniel, what about you? Do you ever think about stepping out of the corporate world to chase a passion project?
It's crossed my mind, especially when I see inspiring stories like Emma's. But I'm risk-averse by nature. Maybe someday I'll start something on the side, but for now, I'm content with where I am. I enjoy the stability and the opportunities for growth that my job offers.
Risk is such an interesting aspect of this debate. Emma, how do you manage the uncertainties of freelancing?
Planning ahead has been crucial. I diversify my income streams by taking on different types of projects and even teaching design courses. It's about having a safety net and being adaptable. I also network constantly to ensure a steady flow of opportunities. Freelancing is unpredictable, but it's exciting.
And Daniel, how do you stay motivated in the corporate world?
I look for opportunities to grow, whether it's taking on new roles, pursuing certifications, or tackling challenging projects. These challenges keep me engaged and make the work feel fresh. I also make it a point to connect with my team and build strong relationships, which makes the work environment more enjoyable.
That's so important, Daniel. Growth isn't exclusive to one path, it's about making the most of where you are. I think finding ways to grow and stay passionate is universal, regardless of your career choice.
What advice would you give listeners grappling with this decision?
Follow your passion, but be prepared. It's not just about dreaming, it's about planning to make those dreams sustainable. Have a backup plan, save up before you make the jump, and be ready to work harder than ever before.
I'd say know your priorities. There's no right or wrong answer, but understanding what you value most will guide you to the right path. And remember, success is personal, it doesn't have to look the same for everyone.
What a fantastic discussion. Thank you, Emma and Daniel, for sharing your stories and perspectives.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
I really enjoyed it. Thanks for the opportunity.
A big thank you to Emma and Daniel for sharing such thought-provoking insights. And to our listeners, don't go anywhere. Up next, we'll break down the key words and phrases from today's discussion. These are your tools to take your English to the next level. Stay tuned.
Before we wrap up, let's reflect on some of the key words and phrases that came up during today's conversation.
These expressions not only enrich your vocabulary, but also help you sound more natural when discussing similar topics. Let's dive in. 1. Leap of faith, taking a bold step without knowing the outcome. Example, pursuing a freelance career was a real leap of faith for Emma. 2. Climb the corporate ladder, advancing in a corporate career through promotions. Example, Daniel's goal was to climb the corporate ladder and secure a leadership role. 3. Burn the midnight oil, working late into the night. Example, Emma often had to burn the midnight oil to complete her freelance projects on time. 4. All in a day's work, tasks that are part of one's routine, even if challenging. Example, meeting tight deadlines is all in a day's work for Daniel. 5. Play it safe, choosing a cautious, low-risk approach. Example, Daniel preferred to play it safe with a stable job and a regular paycheck. 6. Diversify income streams, expanding the ways to earn money. Example, Emma learned to diversify her income streams by teaching workshops and designing for different clients. 7. Fulfillment, a sense of satisfaction and meaning from one's achievements. Example, both guests agreed that fulfillment can be found in various career paths. 8. Eggs in one basket, relying too much on one thing or plan. Example, Emma avoided putting all her eggs in one basket by working with multiple clients. 9. Risk-averse, preferring low-risk decisions to minimize uncertainty. Example, Daniel admitted to being risk-averse and choosing stability over unpredictability. 10. Passion project, a creative endeavor driven by personal interest rather than financial gain. Example, Emma turned her passion project into a full-time career. 11. Make ends meet, to earn enough money to cover basic expenses. Example, in her early freelance days, Emma struggled to make ends meet. 12. The grass is always greener, thinking others have it better than you. Example, Both Emma and Daniel agreed that the grass is always greener when comparing career paths. 13. Step out of your comfort zone, taking actions that challenge familiar routines or habits. Example, Daniel stepped out of his comfort zone by taking on a leadership role. 14. Follow your heart to pursue what you truly desire. Example, Emma encouraged others to follow their heart but plan carefully. 15. Big picture, the overall perspective or main idea of something. Example, Emma advised keeping the big picture in mind when chasing dreams.
These phrases not only highlight today's topic, but also give you practical tools to express yourself better. Keep practicing them in your daily conversations.
So, what can we take away from today's discussion?
Today we've heard two very different but equally valid perspectives. On one hand, there's the allure of freedom and passion, as Emma shared, with the ups and downs that come with freelancing. On the other hand, Daniel highlighted the stability and structure that a corporate career offers, even if it sometimes feels routine. It's clear that there's no one-size-fits-all approach. It's all about finding what aligns with your values and goals, and being willing to adapt and learn along the way.
What about you, listeners? We want to hear your thoughts. Head over to our social media pages to vote in our poll. Are you Team Dream Job or Team Job Security?
And don't forget to leave a comment sharing your own career journey. Whether you've taken the leap into freelancing or found your rhythm in the corporate world, your story could inspire someone else. We can't wait to hear from you.
Thank you so much for joining us on Talk Now. Whether you're chasing your dream job or playing it safe with job security, the most important thing is finding what works best for you.
If you enjoyed today's conversation, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you're always in the loop with our latest episodes.
Keep listening, because the next episode might just offer the insight you need to take the next step in your journey. Until then, stay inspired. Bye-bye.